What's poppin' T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade Power Book 4 Force Season 1, Episode 2 review. Make sure you guys watch this entire interview because I have some exciting news for you guys regarding the Power Universe. So make sure you guys tune in to the full review. You don't want to miss this. But before I begin, I do have some behind the scenes tea for you guys. So I checked IMDb, and 2-Bit will be making his return on Force. So somehow, some way, him and Tommy are going to cross paths, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen with that. I really like their connection via Power. So I hope that 2-Bit sticks around and does become a part of Tommy's crew. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. But anywho, he didn't betray Tommy, did he? No, he kept it 100. It was the little mousy looking dude that played him, didn't he? If I'm not mistaken. But anywho, so on tonight's episode, we start off with Tommy overlooking downtown Chicago, overlooking the lake at night. Beautiful shot. I love Chicago. It's one of my favorite places to visit. I normally go like every 2 years. I absolutely love it there. Then we switch over to the crack of dawn, and this car pulls up and the window rolls down, and these guys then shoot up this bar. And I automatically knew right then and there that it was JP's bar, because when I did my character breakdown episode, we learned that he was a jazz musician and that his family owned a bar. So we see JP call Tommy for help. Tommy arrives and like, what the fuck is going on here? Who shot up your place? Like, are you into some drug shit? Like, what's going down? And dude was like, that's the first thing you think of? Like, nah, that's not what it is. Like, this been going on. Like, I can barely pay the rent and the bills and my father's medical bills, and I'm going through a divorce with my husband. And Tommy was looking like, oh girl, how you doing? JP was like, you got a problem with that? He was like, girl, don't nobody care. So, but Tommy does want to know why you call me, like why you ain't call no family. He was like, because I ain't got none and you are my family. And Tommy was like, whoa, gay blade. We ain't got that far yet. Calm your nerves. So Tommy then gives his brother $10K to help with the repairs, and dude was like, I can't take this. Like, this ain't gonna even really do much. And he was like, look, take it. I think I got a way to get you even more. And this is why we love Tommy's character, because even though he is a menace to society, he is diabolical, he's a sociopath, and he's crazy as shit. He has a heart, and he really loves the people that he loves, and he's loyal as fuck to the people that are loyal to him. And if you pay attention to his character, he really is a softie. Like, a guy in his position shouldn't even be taken to his brother like that. Like, because I don't know you, you know what I'm saying, even to be helping you like that, you know. But, and this is why Tommy often gets hurt, because he leads with his heart a lot. So then we see Jenard at the shop with Diamond, who's hitting the bag. We find out in this episode that Diamond used to be a boxer. He probably was Golden Glove or something like that. Jenard wants to introduce him to his little young hitters that are outside the shop. He was like, we got to put these little niggas on. They're about that life. And Diamond like, dude, like that ain't nothing cute to be bragging about. Like, them little niggas is a liability. They shoot one person, 13 more people dying after that. Like, we don't need that type of heat on us. And remember, Diamond ain't really trying to be back out there in the streets like that. He trying to live an ordinary life. But Jenard has put his whole life on pause for this street shit, and he in it now. Ain't no turning back. And he don't appreciate Diamond coming home from jail. Like, he still run shit. Like, nigga, I'm the one that's been holding this shit down while you was gone. Like, I'm the new boss. Like, you need to listen to me. And Diamond ain't really trying to hear that, because even though he ain't trying to get his hands dirty no more, he still feel like he runs shit. So that's the issue right there between them two brothers, because it's a power struggle. And even though one doesn't want the life anymore, he still wants the respect and the authority. And the other one is looking like, nah, I'm King Richard now, homeboy. You need to back up. So then we see Tommy getting out of the car. He's in like this alleyway, and he has a bag in his hand. And next thing you know, he get hit upside the head, and it's a whole fight going on between him and this chick. And Chick Kabang, Chick was out here, throwing hands like she was goddamn me Jet Li or some shit. I was like, who is this girl? Tommy, gets his bearings and stepped back and realized that he knows the chick. He was like, that scar on your face, I remember you, Liliana. I should have killed you back in New York. And I'm like, who is a Liliana? I could not remember this character for shit, so I had to do some goddamn digging on the internet, and I realized that Liliana was from season 1 of Power. That's why I did not remember her, because she was in the beginning of Power season 1. Like, her character didn't stick around throughout that whole season. Remember, she was one of their drug runners who was cut across the face by Pink Sneakers, who was working for Kanan. Remember all of that? And remember when she ended up in the hospital, Ghost and Tommy argued about whether or not they should off her. And Tommy wanted to kill her. He didn't want to have no loose ends. He didn't know if she was going to end up snitching on him because her face then got slashed. And Ghost was like, no, we need to let her live because he felt bad. Well, Liliana survived the whole thing, and Julio visited her in the hospital and told her that she need to basically get out the organization. They ain't really fucking with you no more. And he gives her money to dip and leave town. And that was the last time that we saw Liliana's character. And that's why I couldn't remember who the hell she was. So they banging and shit. She just sliced Tommy's jacket. The police pull up and they sitting there like, oh, hey, how you doing? We just checking on the begonias. Just picking up litter and shit. And the police looking like, okay. And she was like, huh, watch your back, homeboy. And he looking like, bitch, you watch your back. And they part ways. Then we see Gloria in the shower, taking a bath, being all sexified. She got one of them open bathrooms or whatever where people can, see right in there. And lo and behold, her go big creepy ass watching her while she bathing. She put on her robe and she meets him in the kitchen and he trying to kiss on her or whatever. He wants some of that pretty brown eyes. I see you. He wants some of that mid condition, my nigga. Then she like, Vic, like, chill. I'm not on there with you. Like, I'm tired of going back and forth with you. Like, this is not the move. And he was like, we gonna be together. As soon as my father stepped down, I got you. And she was like, it don't matter. Like, you have to marry a full-blooded white woman, Irish woman in order to take over the business. And that ain't gonna never be me. Because look at my skin, honey. Ain't nothing about me white. And so he's promising that, he gonna make it happen. And she like, dude, like, I'm good. Like, give me back the key to my place. And he was like, I ain't giving you back nothing. You want me to not walk up in this motherfucker, change the locks. And she looking like, I know you lying. And he walked out anyway. Oh, Vic, your time is up, home slice. It's not happening, boo-boo. A new white boy is in town, and he got way more swag and confidence than you. But I think for a minute there is going to be a tug of war with her heart when it comes to Tommy and her relationship with Vic. I think that, he gonna put on the full court press, but Tommy got that swag, you know what I'm saying, and he gonna be able to pull her. Because I think this season we gonna see Tommy falling for her, but not wanting to fall for her and letting her do her thing. Because he got other shit going on. He trying to get back on his feet and everything. But the closer him and the closer Gloria gets with Vic, he gonna shut that shit down and come swoop in. So then we see Tommy go to the barbershop. That's where he was walking to when he ran into Liliana. And as soon as he walked into the shop, here comes Jeremiah, R&B singing ass, stopping him at the door with some horrible acting. I'm like, nigga, you only had like 5 lines. I need for you to do better. But Jeremiah's character is besties with Jenard. That's his man, 50 grand. So Jeremiah like, dude, hold the fuck up. You just don't walk up in this motherfucker. He pat Tommy down, take his gun and everything. And Tommy and Diamond meet for the first time. And Diamond looking at this nigga like, who the fuck are you and why the fuck are you in my shit? And Tommy looking around the shop and was like, oh, you used to box? Oh, okay. Da, 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 da. He was like, why you here? He was like, I came with this. They was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold up. Don't make no quick moves. Open the bag slowly. So he opened the bag and revealed the product that he had took that night when he ran into Jenard. And he gives back the money as well. And Jenard was like, you could at least kept the money. He was like, I ain't on it. I ain't out here just to be nickel and diamond. Like, this ain't even shit. No way. This shit is stepped on. So good luck with that. So then as Tommy's leaving, him and Jeremiah get into it. They almost come to fisticuffs and shit. And then here come them little hitters out from outside, running up with they guns out, ready to blast the nigga. And one of the little dudes with the low cut, he was ready to go. Like, he was TTG. And Diamond was like, put the guns away. And they was like, he was like, I ain't know. Like, until my boss tell me to put the gun down, that's when I put the gun down. And Diamond was looking at Jenard like, who is this Gerber food eating motherfucker? And why the fuck ain't he listening to me? I know this nigga ain't disrespecting me. And so Jenard looked at the little dude, was like, put the guns down. So they put the guns down, and Diamond was like, handle that. Like, because he felt totally disrespected. He realized, like, damn, like, these little niggas don't know me and they don't respect me. Jenard really runs this shit now, and he don't fucking like it. And I'm looking like, Diamond, you can't have it both ways. Either you gonna be in the shit or you not gonna be in the shit. Which one is it gonna be, sir? So, Diamond tells Tommy to come outside with him and go take a walk. And as they're walking, he was like, I heard you did the same thing to Flynn, meaning giving back his product and this, that, and the third or whatever. And so Tommy was like, you know, I'm here to get this work. Like, at the end of the day, I ain't here for no beef shit. And as soon as they get to having a conversation, here comes some dudes running up on them, kidnapping them, and they saying that they work for a jefe by the name of Rojas. Well, this is the tea and the information that I got for you guys. Actually, Monday, I will be interviewing the actor that plays Jefe Rojas. The actor's name is Jay Moore, and he actually is a YouTuber as well. He has a YouTube channel called Jay Moore Review. So he reached out to me and asked me to interview him. And so we're going to talk all things Power, get all the behind the scenes tea on what was it like filming for Power, see if we get any inside scoop on this Rojas character. I cannot wait for the interview. I think that I'm going to drop the interview on Friday. That way we can watch it next Friday and get prepared for next week's episode. So I'm super excited about interviewing Rojas. So be on the lookout next Friday for that interview. Your girl is over here working for y'all. All right. So back to the review. So Rojas has sent his men to fuck up Diamond because he wants payback for Diamond putting him in a wheelchair. You all didn't notice, but the Rojas character, when they showed him on episode 1, was actually in a wheelchair, and the actor that plays the character is actually wheelchair bound. So I thought that was a dope way to interact real life and, you know, the storyline. So they kidnap them and take them to this warehouse. It's this dude in a Versace shirt and this chick holding them at gunpoint. And they tell Diamond, you know, this is payback for what you did to Rojas. And they tell Diamond that he got to move this weight, some heroin, ASAP. And he got 3 hours to do it. Diamond was like, I'm going to need a wheelman. And he was like, I ain't going to do it unless you let me work with old boy. So now Tommy is roped into this shit and everything. They dip with the product and they leave. Now they got to get out here in 3 hours, move all this weight for this fucking Rojas. So Claude, we see, is in her father's office where she's always at. And she tells Vic to find his happiness with Gloria. Like, fuck what our father got to say. Like, because he ain't gonna never give you the okay. So you need to do what makes you happy. But, you know, Vic is a pussy. So he ain't really trying to listen to all that. And he was like, it don't even matter because you don't understand because you got it easy when it comes to him. And she was like, where the fuck you get that from? Like, I ain't got nothing easy. Like, I gotta fight for any type of respect in this family because I'm a woman, and you know how it is for women when it comes to the cartel. Like, there's really no respect for women in that lifestyle. So Claude tells him about, you know, the new drug that she's come across and how they need to fuck with it. He was like, you know, daddy ain't trying to get on that. Like, just leave it alone. Like, no. So, you know, he not gonna play in the sand with Claude. He is totally going to go by the book and what their father says, because he doesn't have the guts to stand up to their father, whereas Claude is a little spicy. So then we see Tommy and Diamond in the car riding around, and Tommy asks him, like, what's up with this Rojas situation? And Diamond explains to him that Rojas tried to get at Jenard over some CBI business, and he had to put in that work because, you know, he has protected Jenard his whole entire life. So Tommy was like, oh, okay, now I understand. So Tommy asked Diamond, like, about his feelings about Jenard running things now, because he peeped the tension there. And so at this point, Diamond pulls over, was like, what's the tea, bitch? Like, let a girl know what's going on, because you ain't no cop. So what is it exactly that you want? And Tommy was like, I'm here, like I said, to get this money. I helped you out, you helped me out, you know what I'm saying? We get this money together, get this money, and then we go our separate ways. So at this point, they have struck up a deal. They understand each other. So then we see Rojas on the phone telling the Versace shirt dude that the cartel need their money ASAP, or shit about to get rocking in these damn streets. So Diamond better have that money. Bitch better have my money. So Versace shirt peeps Jenard walk into his car and was like, I got something that'll make the motherfuckers tap dance and move real quick. And then we see him jump out the car, and we see that was it. But we know that he was going to get at Jenard. So Diamond tells Jeremiah, he on the phone with him, and he was like, have you heard from Jenard? He was like, nah, and that ain't sitting right with me. Something is wrong. So he was like, all right, if you hear from him, tell him to hit me up. So then we see them pull up to this car garage, and Tommy gets out while Diamond is in the car anxiously waiting, because, you know, these people don't know who the fuck they are. Like, you know, they don't work with them, so these new dudes showing up with product and stuff, so they don't know how shit gonna play out. So Tommy goes inside the garage, but before he does, he slips a key of the heroin underneath a dumpster and goes inside. So the girl that's running shit in the garage looking like, who the fuck are you, Tom Brady? Who the fuck are you, Gilligan's Island? And he was like, you know, I'm working for Rojas or whatever. And so he tell her where the product is. Diamond is waiting outside. He sees the girl Tia's guys go outside and get the product and go back inside. They end up doing a switch with money, and the girl was like, how can I find you? And Tommy was like, oh, trust me, I will find you. So now he done struck up a new business relationship with this chick. So Tommy is slowly but surely making his connects around the city. Like, people starting to find out who this white boy is. Then we see Diamond and Tommy bond over the game. Like, they talking about how it was back in the day when they came up, just nickel and Diamond and everything. And Diamond was like, Jenard don't understand how it used to be. He used to this new age shit and this quick, fast money shit, and that ain't how you do it. So then we see Rojas with the man with the Versace shirt FaceTime him from Jenard's phone and was like, y'all need to hurry the fuck up or your brother about to be dead. So they really like, oh shit, we got to push it. So they rushing to make all the drops. And at the next one, Diamond is outside of this Jewish butcher meat market or whatever, meat butcher shop or whatever. And he's getting hella anxious because it's taking Tommy a long time to come out. So he don't know if these motherfuckers done ran down on him, they done kidnapped him, they done fucked him up, they done stole. He don't know what's going on because he trying to get at his brother. But lo and behold, Tommy is in the back with the Jewish guy who's testing the product 50 million times to make sure everything is legit. And he come inside the Diamond comes inside of the butcher shop and he trying to see what's going on in the back. Meanwhile, the dude in the front looking like, dude, mind your business, keep your eyes on the meat. But everything ends up working out. Tommy ends up getting the money and leaving, and everything is cool. Then we go back to Claude, who tells her father about the product that she just got wind of. Vic is sitting there like, girl, didn't I tell you earlier to leave this shit alone? Of course, daddy ain't trying to hear none of that shit, because the daddy was like, you handle the books. He's going to be next in line. I need for you to understand that and fall back. The daughter was like, our product is out of date and we losing money. But daddy is old school. He ain't trying to hurt none of that. And he basically tell her, like, if you ain't here to talk about what I'm on, you need to go. And so she get an attitude and dip. I forgot to mention in the beginning of this episode that Walter Flynn is sick. And he refuses to go to the doctor. He has cancer because his oncologist called and left him a message saying that he needs to come see him ASAP, but he don't want to listen and he don't want to go in to see what's going on because his wife died of cancer. Vic was like, we need to let Claude know, and he was like, we ain't gotta let Claude know shit. Like, I got this. It is what it is. If I die, if anything happened to me, you gonna take over. And if and when that time comes, you need to run things the way I run things, because if you don't, the Irish mob is going to kill your ass. Comprende? So Vic was looking like, okay, like, cause Vic like low-key scared. Like, he really ain't built for this shit. He needs to do whatever it is that he really want to do, which is be with Gloria, paint, fucking become a chef, whatever he wants to do. Claude is the one that's actually built for this life, but because she's a girl, you know, Walter doesn't give her that respect. So back to the storyline. Tommy goes inside a crack house for the next drop. The Asian dude in the front tests the product out, but he sniffs it instead of tasting it, and this motherfucker started nodding off. And Tommy like, I know you ain't got me up in New Jack City. Where is the money? So he checking everybody's pockets. I'm like, ew, corona, herpes, AIDS, what is going on? I wouldn't touch anything up in here. Meanwhile, while he on a scavenger hunt trying to find this money, Diamond is sitting outside, and a police officer rolls up on him and tells him that he saw him texting and driving. He was like, I've been sitting here in a parked car. Like, the caucasity of it all. So this white prick was like, step out the car and let me see. No, he was like, let me see your driver's license and registration. And Diamond was like, I'm not moving my hands because I don't want you to think I'm making any sudden moves. You know the protocol that we as black people got to go through with these goddamn cracker racist ass police officers. The dude didn't really get on some paranoid racist shit and was like, get out the car then. And he was like, I'm not moving, sir. Like, I ain't moving. No, no, no. No, no, no. Don't you know no good. So then the police officer pulls out a strap ready to blast on him, and lo and behold, Tommy comes outside and was like, excuse me, officer, like, is there a problem? And dude was like, this your car? He was like, yeah, like, this is my car. And he was like, the officer was like, well, who is this? He was like, this is my barber. And so Tommy then uses his white privilege to get them out of a jam. And I'm like, are they going to give us the white privilege storyline over here too that they did over on Power Book 2 Ghosts with Braden? I'm like, can y'all please differentiate these shows, please? So they end up getting out of that jam, but Diamond is still shook because he's angry that things have not changed since he went inside. Like, racism is still alive and prevalent and real as hell. So Tommy and Diamond then go to the spot to get Jenard. When they walk in, it's red beams all on their chest. It's shooters ready to pop some shit off. Versace shirt and the bitch come out with Jenard, who done got beat up in his Fendi outfit. Diamond and the Versace dude do the switch. They able to get out alive. Nobody is hurt. They get their money and everything is cool. Then we see Diamond, and Diamond gives Tommy $25K for the work that they did that day. And he was like, I see you clocking my city. Like, you ain't new to this. You true to this. And so Tommy was like, yeah, I mean, we just gonna have to see if it's enough room for basically the two of us. And he was like, yeah, all right. I see you, playboy. It's like they got like a mutual respect for each other. And Diamond is still trying to figure him out. And Tommy is still trying to figure out Diamond. But you can tell that there's going to be like a brotherhood and a relationship there, like it was with Tommy and Ghost. Now Jenard, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be some issues there. I really don't want there to be any issues there. I really would like for this to be Tommy's new crew, but Jenard is so used to running shit. I don't know if he'll be willing to take orders from Diamond and Tommy. So I'm thinking it's going to be some issues there where his pride and ego and need for power is going to get in the way, and he's gonna be feeling some type of way about Diamond and Tommy's relationship. So expect a monkey wrench when it comes to that. Tommy then goes to his grandmother's house where JP lives, I guess, and this is his first time being there since he was a kid. They reminiscing and shit, and then he gives JP the money that he made that day, and I was like, oh Tommy, you did all that for your brother. Oh, I wanted to give him some head. Child, I wanted to be like that girl in the Nelly video. But anywho, so JP was like, dude, like, wow, like, thank you. And Tommy was like, look, just take it, work on your divorce, use it to repairs, just use the shit. And so then JP was like, look, I got something to show you. So he shows him a home video of Tommy and Kate when Tommy was a little boy, and it really takes Tommy back. And JP was like, I can't believe like she didn't raise one of her sons. Like, I could never just leave my kid. And he was like, I actually got a son and I did everything in my power to have a relationship with him, but his mother took him. I haven't seen him in 14 years and I don't know who or where he is. Meanwhile, while he's breaking everything to Tommy, we see one of the little young hitters, the one with the locks, going home in the middle of the night with a gun that he buries outside the door underneath some leaves and shit. And outside he has like this little tin box with like his keepsakes, and in that box is a picture of him and his father when he was a little boy. So that character's name is D Mac. And remember when I did my character breakdown, I said this about the D Mac character and Tommy's relationship. Darnell D Mac McDowell, played by Lucien Cambrick. Darnell D Mac McDowell is a young man who has been raised by the streets of Chicago's South Side, independent, fiercely loyal, and completely unflinching when called upon to represent his crew. D-Mac is still a kid at heart, looking for someone to take care of him. Oh, woo woo woo. After a run-in with Tommy proves to be more than a fluke, D-Mac looks to Tommy as he hits a crossroad in his life that could completely upend his future. Now, this seems like he'll be a character that Tommy will take under his wing, especially since he just lost Lakeisha, and Lakeisha's son, you know, Lakeisha's son is living with his father. So I feel like this will be his way of having that connection again. So I think that Darnell D-Mac's character will become like a son to Tommy, who he'll take under his wing and take into his home maybe, and be a father figure to him. And I was right. He will be like a father figure to Darnell's character because he's his uncle. So they will bond over the street life and Tommy trying to get him out of that lifestyle and build a relationship with his father. But I wonder how Darnell's character will feel about his father being gay, because, you know, he's trying to be this street dude, and, you know, that's frowned upon, you know, in the street life. So I can't wait to see their bond actually grow and come together, because this character, like I said, will be not a replacement, but, you know, a reminder and somebody that he could show love to, like he did with Lakeisha and Lakeisha's son, as well as him having a replacement for Tariq, you know, and the bond that he used to have with Tariq, because he used to consider Tariq his nephew, but now this is his real live blood nephew. So all of those relationships that he lost back in New York, he's able to get again in Chicago, and it even mean more because these are actual family members. Then we see Tommy text Gloria, can he come through on some late night? While he's texting her, she was like, yeah, you come through, boo. She hurried up, you know, I imagine she hurried up and washed up real quick and make sure her cootie cat was smelling good. You know how girls do. Meanwhile, while he is texting her, we hear this thumping and bumping, and Tommy is sitting on the trunk of the car that he was kidnapped in, and Versace shirt and the girl is in the trunk, and he done kidnapped them. So we should have known that. Of course, Tommy wasn't gonna let these motherfuckers live for doing what they did. So they like, open the trunk. Rojas gonna kill you for this shit. Da 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 da. Tommy light up a cigarette, child, but not before putting a trail of liquor leading to the car. He lights up a cigarette while eyeing the downtown Chicago skyline and light that motherfucking car on fire, and it blows the fuck up. He was like, what a town. Like, oh, this is my place. So then we see Tommy stroll by the barbershop and tap on the window and shows Diamond, Jenard, and Jeremiah the Versace shirt. And they like, you gotta be motherfucking kidding me. Golly, this motherfucker hurt. This motherfucker hurt, my nigga. Jenard don't even know what to do. Jenard like, shit, this nigga motherfucking cold. So Tommy was like, now they owe me one more favor. Like, So Diamond is looking like, okay, this nigga is really a motherfucking problem. Like, I fucks with the homie. Like, yeah, he that nigga. So then we see Vic creepy ass standing across the street from Gloria's bar and spying on her with Tommy, because earlier in the episode when he was at her crib, I forgot to mention that he asked her, is it somebody else? Is that the reason why she don't want to be with him? And she was like, no. But obviously he didn't believe her. That's why he's spying on her. And that's creepy, and it really makes me not want you to be with her even more. So then we go inside the bar, and Tommy and Gloria are having a drink, and he asks how she got into the bar business. And she was like, you know, she wanted it to be a Jamaican spot or whatever, but it is what it is. So Gloria was like, you know, and it was affordable, or so I thought. And then Tommy brings up her paying the Irish mob off, you know, because they trying to take her spot. And it's for protection as well. And he was like, you know, I can handle it. And she was like, nah, like, you good or whatever. She was like, but why you come back? And Tommy was like, I found a reason to stay. And so she looking like, oh, you talking about me? He was like, nah, homie, don't worry. It ain't about you. And so she laughing like, oh, okay, playboy. So she was like, you know, there's something you need to know about me. And Tommy moves closer. He was like, I don't need to know nothing. She was like, nah, there's someone. And right when she was about to say like there's somebody else, he kisses her. They have a passionate kiss. And Tommy, when he stops kissing her, he was like, there's always someone. Like, girl, I know the game. I know what it is. I peep everything. That's why I'm like, he ain't really tripping off her having no relationship with nobody in the beginning, but he gonna start catching feelings for her, and it is gonna become a problem. Meanwhile, Vic is watching everything, and he like, this motherfucker hurt. Not only did he steal from me, he ain't left my city, and he fucking with my bitch. Oh, nah, nigga, it's about to be some problems. So then we see Tommy go back to a building that he had peeped earlier that was for lease. He knocks on the door, and it's this scraggly ass old white man, look like a drunk. And he tell dude like, here's some money, move the fuck out, and you ain't never seen me before. The dude end up leaving. Now Tommy got a crib to stay. The inside is much like his old place back in New York, very industrial on the inside, you know, cement floors, exposed brick, all of that shit. Very Tommy-esque, open floor plan. I loved it. Can't wait for him to get some new furniture up in there. Can't wait to see the reveal, all of that good shit. And then he comes across this map. So he looks over the map, and he like, all right. So he finds out some information that he needed. Then we see Liliana at the crib watching TV on the couch, and she heard a noise, and she dipped real quick because she knows somebody after her. Lo and behold, it's Tommy. Tommy breaking her shit. They have a motherfucking brawl again. This bitch up here DDTing him. He doing moonsaults on her ass and shit. They up here banging like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie and the Mr. and Mrs. Smith or some shit. I fucks with Liliana because that bitch can fight and she holds shit down. So Liliana was like, no, Tommy was like, how the fuck you know where I was at? Who else know I'm here? Who sent you? And she was like, it was divine intervention. And she ain't lying. Like, nobody sent her. She just ended up finding out that, you know, he was in town. She was like, Julio gave me money to leave New York, and I ended up here, and I was cool. I was chilling. And then I saw hearing noise about this white boy that came into town, you know, tearing up shit. And she was like, don't nobody know about you. I thought you were after me, so that's why I came at you first. So Tommy ain't trying to hear that, because he was like, every time Ghost left somebody alive, it always came back to fuck us. And he, you know, Tommy is all about that action. He ain't trying to leave no loose ends. So he went to go stump her face in, but she was able to move quick. But when he did that, he ended up stumping a hole in the floor. And so he was like, motherfucker. So that floor was really weak. I don't know what kind of floor that was, but okay. So he dips down and he sees product underneath the floor with a spider symbol on top of it. So I'm wondering, whose drugs are these with this spider on top of it? So he sees that she's sitting on some major product. So now we see that Tommy and Liliana are back in business with each other, and they are about to relink. And I'm actually excited about that, because like I said, in season 1 of Power, now that I remember who she was, we didn't really get to see her in action. And I think that it'd be dope for Tommy to have a female sidekick or somebody in his crew that can hold shit down, and it's about their life and about their action. So I hope that they don't have her character be a turncoat or anything like that. I really want to see in this season, the first season of Force, them build Tommy's crew. We got Liliana, then we'll have Diamond, then we'll have his nephew, which I hope don't really stay in the game. But we'll see Tommy build this crew of his. Hopefully Jenard and 2-Bit are a part of this, since they are both, since 2-Bit will be on the show this season. And Jeremiah's character, and then you got his brother JP, but I don't want really JP to be in a street action like that. But yeah, I can't wait to see like the world building when it comes to Tommy and his family, and Gloria and his new crew, and you know, all of the connections and things that he's making in New York. I think that there will be some chemistry between him and Claude as well. I don't know if it'll go anywhere. I don't know if her character is bisexual or she just a lesbian. I think she's bi, if I'm not mistaken, but there will be something there too as well. But I think his connection with Gloria, of course, will be way stronger. So yeah, you guys, that was my review on Power Book 4 Force. I'm really enjoying this series thus far. The writing to me is a lot better, more easy to understand, less complicated. It's funny, it's gritty, it's charismatic, it's everything that you really want in a Power show so far. So I'm really enjoying it. Remember, next Friday will be my interview with Jay Moore, who plays Rojas on this show. So make sure you tune into that so we can get all the behind the scenes tea from the actor himself. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.